What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another Sister Wives video. Now, of course, this one itself in particular is season 17, episode 5. But before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, that is a member of Patreon, and that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. I keep telling you guys, but by the end of this video, anyone that's new is going to want to subscribe. Yes, but until then, make sure you hit that freaking like button. But without no further ado, let's get into exactly what is going down this week.
Christine and I have been on the fast track from separation to divorce now for a few months, I guess. The last time the family got together was when Christine told us she was leaving. I feel very separated from the family. Even with me, with my relationship with Janelle and with Robyn and the kids, I've struggled through this process. I'm just trying to deal with it, but I got other problems coming up. You know, Janelle's got to move. She's buying an RV. I've got to figure out a way to get that onto the property, and so I've got to hurry up and get over to Janelle's house so we can figure this out.
Mr. I. Should we even call him KODY anymore? I just want to call him Mr. I. Because all I hear is I. Mr. Narcissist. Or Mr. I. Mr. Narcissist. Mr. I. Yeah. Mr. Narcissist is just too long for me, yes. Too many syllables. But yeah, Mr. I. Like, bro, do you ever not get bored of hearing yourself? Clearly not.
I went with KODY to pick this truck up about a week ago.
How's it going?
Hi, Annie. It can pull a lot, and it will be big enough to pull the trailer I bought.
Nice to see you. So,
yeah, I guess he got this truck. Oh, we have to buy a truck to move a trailer. I'm like, no, you don't.
I saw my sister-in-law, my brother's widow, back in the holidays, and I was like, if you're ever going to sell that truck, then I'd like to buy it. That'd be just fun as could be to keep that truck in the family. So I bought my brother's truck from his widow, and it gives me a bit of joy to have that, you know. So, and now of course it's a big enough truck, it's big, it's tough, and it will pull the RV. There's just a couple things that happened that made me realize I needed a bigger truck, but not all the time. And the problem is I don't like having equipment that I don't use.
Well, I'll drive this then. I love it.
I don't want to wear out this truck on a soccer mom, okay?
Okay, well, then don't complain to me. I don't want to have
equipment that I don't use.
I'll use it. I really do love it. I would figure out. Look, it's as big as Caleb and Maddie's truck. And Maddie drives that thing like a boss, so I know I can figure out how to drive this thing.
It's kind of a funny thought of like seeing Janelle driving all over Flagstaff in this big, huge truck.
You can figure out anything, right? It just takes a little bit of time and some practice.
I've also heard funny stories about Janelle struggling to drive big vehicles and to do things and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know.
You and I honestly need to go out to the property and look at where we want our home site specifically.
I mean, the biggest thing is I'm moving into the trailer in 6 weeks. I have to be out of here in 6 weeks. My vision for the property is that we'll start with what they call a casita. It's a very popular thing here. Basically, first it'll be a detached garage with a living space above it. In a few years or whatever, we'll build the bigger house. It's May already, and I'm moving onto the property at the end of June. I really am hoping to be able to break ground by the winter time.
Are you starting to sort out what you're keeping and what you're dumping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm only really taking like 3 suitcases worth of stuff to the trailer because it's small.
She's moving into a house the size of like my kitchen and living room. I don't see KODY doing well in this fifth wheel. There's nothing out there. It's just bare land.
Oh, is that Robyn thinking about her man? Oh, I mean, someone's got to think about KODY's well-being, right? Because if it's not Robyn, then there's only one person, and that is KODY. But anyway, we continue.
She'll figure it out. She figures out everything. She wants to do something bad enough, she's going to do it.
I don't want to put all my stuff in storage. It's not going to have a place with Janelle. So now I've got to move all of my stuff from Janelle's house to Robyn's house.
KODY's always had a lot of stuff. He's always had a lot of stuff. And in Vegas, like, he had 4 houses that he would put his stuff in. So he had 4 of everything, right, or more. And now, I know he doesn't have his stuff at Mary's. Of course, he doesn't have his stuff at my house. He can't put his stuff at Janelle's because she has a little tiny trailer. So it's either in storage somewhere or Robyn's. No idea where he has his stuff.
We're kind of under the gun. I think we need to go look at the property and figure out,
Well, the biggest thing is where we're going to put the trailer. And I did see one space that I think works really well.
We might need more than one space, though.
I agree, because you have to move it every 4 months. The county has a rule that you can only keep an RV or a trailer or something on your property for 120 consecutive days. My plan is that I should hopefully be done building in a year. So in that year, I need to move my trailer every 120 days to somebody else's parcel so that we stay within county code.
You and I need to really go out on the property and look.
Yeah, because we're bringing the trailer home. I think we're going to take it right out there.
Which means that I've got to have a backhoe, somebody come in and pour some gravel or something out. We should have never bought the RV because we're going to be moving it all the time. Just do me a huge favor and everybody else a huge favor. Just let's talk to each one of your sister wives and get the permission for every little aspect that we're doing when it comes to the property. I'm struggling because I'm not optimistic about how this is going to come together. She's got to ask permission to be on somebody else's property.
This is typical KODY. Like, he's all on board for something, and then he goes away for a couple of days, and he comes back, and he's like, oh my God, we got all these problems. You got to ask your sister wives. You got to blah, blah, blah. Why? Like, why? I don't...
The question you should be asking yourself is, why are you still married to him? Why are you still here? Why have you not left? That is the question. Forget about why KODY this, why KODY that, when you just said blatantly that this is typical KODY. If this is typical KODY, then why are you still here? You know, you have the ability to just leave. Hold on a minute, hold on a minute, hold on a minute, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. That's because she has left once upon a time and then she went and then she came back to freaking plonker. You don't leave to come back, you leave to leave. Some people in this world. But anyway, we don't
need their permission. We've already agreed. I do not have time for this.
What if I don't want an RV pad in that spot that she just decides to put her trailer temporarily?
So there's a part of me that's like, well, KODY and Janelle are out there. Will they start kind of formulating ways to get these pieces paid off so that we can get started? Maybe this will be good.
There's things that Janelle does frequently that aren't like a married husband and wife, as we do things separate.
He's no longer advocating. He's no longer acting as my husband here. All right, honey, I gotta run and do some errands. Do you want to go get the trailer and then we'll have the boys?
Yeah, I'll go grab the trailer and I guess maybe the boys will help me load the
piano.
Piano time. Okay.
All right.
She wants to get moving. She wants to get something done. And I'm resistant because there's a lot of things to do in that process. And it starts with asking other people if you can park your RV on their property. I'm not going to ask.
I have a home in 6 weeks. I could not get a hold of any rentals. I bought a trailer. I'm out there in 6 weeks.
Thanks for coming, gang. We're gonna
just look at the property and give you guys an idea, because I know, Carmel, we talked about plans. Before we start the actual house plans, I kind of want the experts to kind of see and weigh in and talk and see what really needs to be done here. What I like is coming up a hill. We're out of the water a little bit. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Well, I still want to put the RV there because it's close to the road.
That's fine.
That'd be your driveway coming in there.
This is going to be really satisfactory to Janelle because she's finally pushed us to the point where we're making a plan for something. There's a method to her madness, but it's very dangerous to try and push around people who are resistant to what you're trying to push.
Roughly 3 feet.
From what I understand, I don't think there's really anything that can be done yet because we've got to pay for the property before we start doing anything. So there's a lot of steps still, and I just don't know how fast that's going to happen.
I don't want anything to do with Coyote Pass. But it's not my land. It's their land. They can do whatever they want with it.
So then right here is a better place for the house.
I think so.
Like, there's been kind of this idea of her hopping pieces of property kind of a thing. It's really not being talked about a lot. It's just kind of happening.
I'm trying to sit here and figure out why she thinks we're going to be able to do this.
For me, KODY, it's really about building fast. I feel like...
You know, sometimes it's not about we. Sometimes in life it's about I. Crazy because, you know, KODY knows a lot about I, but it's only I when it comes to him, but when it comes to everyone else, it's always a we. But even that we becomes an I. What I'm trying to get at is that sometimes in life there's an I, and what I mean that is that maybe KODY should just step back and let Janelle just do all this on her own. She already has an idea of what she wants to do, so let her obviously get it going. You know what I mean? And then of course, any roadblocks that she hits, she can be like, "Hey, KODY, you wanna help me out? You know what I mean?" But in the time being, step back. But this is the problem. People that love, but Mr. I loves to be in control, loves to be in charge. Even when he's not necessarily needed per se. Now, I'm not saying Janelle didn't ask for his help per se, but it seems to me as if she's got a general idea of what she's looking to do because, of course, she's trying to make sure that she has a home. So you gotta let her have a home. So if I'm him, step back and leave her to it. But hey, this guy right here doesn't know how to do that because he is a complete wonker. But hey, let's say clump. No, he's a complete control freak. That is the word. Phrase. But yeah, let's continue.
Like, if there's a will, there's a way.
Cost of lumber prices, is that really impacting the overall cost nowadays, Ken? Do you know?
Yeah,
It's the cost of everything going up right now,
But it's
too.
everything,
Yeah.
okay.
I've been saving my money. I've been scrimping and saving and sacrificing so I could build.
Thanks for coming. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. It's nice meeting you.
I don't have anywhere to live right now, so I'm going to do this trailer. I'm going to try to make it happen. I think it's time that the family prioritizes paying off the property.
The fact is, she's even been saving her own money. Give her that too. She's even been saving her own money. Anyway, we continue.
And then unexpected. Her clothes were just still sitting there on her bed. And I just didn't even move them, you know? Yeah, it was unexpected. It's been really hard, like, trying to just, like, figure out life without her and what to do and how to do it, and...
Bonnie's passing was a huge shock. Huge. I didn't know she was sick. I had no idea.
Bonnie was vibrant and running the B&B, and then she just kind of got sick one day. It's almost like she kind of had the flu, and then within a week she was gone, like her heart. It was shocking.
You know, I love Bonnie. She was just the dear part of the family, I thought. It was just sudden.
Obviously, I have my ups and downs, and this week has been a down. So I basically, at this point, I've shut the bed and breakfast down. I just need the time to grieve myself, and then I need time to figure out what to do. Kody actually said to me the other day, he's like, why don't you just move up there? So I'm like, that was not my intention.
Well, Kody probably didn't mean this in a bad way. At the same time, it can be completely misunderstood to a point where it's, insensitive. And Kody does think out loud. He has a tendency to process and be creative.
It's not a tendency, it's what he does. I mean, I feel like tendency is a bit too polite. It feels like giving him an excuse or reason. No. He just does it because he's a complete, well, we know what he is. He's a Mr. I.
Out loud, and it's frightening sometimes, and maybe not even sensitive. It wasn't something that just didn't need to be said. I never thought Meri bought this place so she would move there. She bought this so her family would have it back in her family. She's made that so abundantly clear that she's not going to live there. I can't tell you how many times she's made that abundantly clear.
From the very beginning, she's not been interested in living there permanently.
I told him I didn't want to. I told him I had no intention of doing that, and he was kind of surprised. He's like, oh, really? I was here at the very beginning. I helped start this family. It was me and him, and we had plans. He loved me. For him to just be like, just go up there now. It didn't make sense. I guess I'm still just in this place with him, or he's still in this place where he thinks that, like, the point of me buying this was to get away. And that really saddens me a lot.
The reason I'm suggesting this to Meri is honestly, as a family anymore, it doesn't feel like we actually interact that much. I'm not even trying to push her away. She's laying this burden that she has at my feet about the struggle she has about what to do with Lizzie's Heritage Inn now that her mom's passed. And I'm like, well, here's a solution for you.
I'm trying to let Kody or anybody else in my family who thinks that I just want to move up here. It's like, I feel bad that after so long we're still having this conversation. I think that when Kody and I got married, and then when Janelle married him, and then when Christine came in the family, and then even when Robyn came in the family, I think that we had this ideal that we would be able to get through everything. And I really want to have those conversations. I really want to have those relationships. And I think that things can be healed where people want to heal them. And if we don't, I don't know what our family's going to look like. I just feel like I'm doing all I can to reassure people that I'm not going anywhere. Christine, having had the discussion with us that she did about, leaving and wanting to move to Utah, really affects me. Dealing with all this, plus the B&B, plus losing mom, plus my conflict with Kody. I need to just figure out what it is that I can control, that I can get through. At this point, I don't know what to do. I am lost. I feel empty. I feel like I have to figure out a lot of stuff, and I don't know how to figure it out. And the house just feels really empty without mom here. So I'll just keep working on it, I guess.
I mean, listen, there isn't too much that I can really say in this area here. The only thing that I can say and will say is that Meri is best at doing whatever Meri feels is best for herself. And of course, when we make these choices that we make today, but then they can easily change in the next couple of weeks, couple of years, couple of months, give or take whatever it is, you see what I'm saying. But I think it's a case of where, I mean, if I'm in this position, I'm not really going to be saying too much to someone. But listen, at the end of the day, it is up to you what you want. This is yours. This is your family. You make the choice. That's it. You know what I mean? Because there are times in life, yes, we have an opinion and we have we're allowed to say certain things or add in value or whatever. But then there's times when we don't really have to add anything or say anything. And these are the one of the times that I would. I'm just putting it out there in case you're wondering, why is this guy not talking? Why is he so quiet? Because I've nothing to add to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's continue.
Some days I feel better and I can go out and see people and I can put on more of a bright face. But there's days that I don't want to, and I don't feel capable. And so I just stay in my house.
house that Janelle is renting is selling. She's not buying it, so we're moving out. She looks in the marketplace for a day, half hour, immediately went, well, I can't find a place, so I'm going to buy an RV.
So we're gonna go see the RV like that I bought sight unseen.
Yeah.
So today we're looking at the RV I actually purchased, but we won't take it home now for about a month. So we're gonna go see the trailer so I can get an idea what it looks like and how much stuff to bring when I move in, and then we'll go back and get it in a few weeks.
We're here at the RV place. It's Janelle's birthday, and we're looking at her birthday present.
No, Cody did not buy this for me. I don't know what he's talking about. This is me buying this. I guess it's my birthday present to myself.
I joked about Janelle having the RV for her birthday. It was more like her birthday present to herself. I never made any innuendo, none, that I had bought the RV.
We can't pick it up for like another week and a half or so, but we're gonna go see if I really bought what I thought I bought. That's the scary thing.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So let's go.
All right.
I don't want to be a negative Nelly, but like one day it's like, oh, okay, this will be cool. And the next day I'm like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous.
I have not seen a picture of the actual trailer I bought. This is everything you should not do in a transaction.
What? In my pocket. So we're getting out of our truck, and I'm like, well, let's film the big reveal. And she's like, no, I don't want, let's go look at it first. I don't want to, no, don't film it. I don't think anyone's wearing a mask anymore. I'm just following you a little ways. We didn't shoot us at the trailer because Janelle was too vulnerable. All right, let's go. No, I'm not going to. I was just going to film you walking over a little bit.
I think I saw it online, and I'm like, oh, that's big. No, it's big. Like, it's big. You step up like 3 steps to get into it, and it's massive.
It's small. It just seems big because we're not in it.
I really like it. I'm glad it's so big because honestly, Savannah and I need to live in this. I'm still moving forward in my life, and I'm trying to move.
I mean, it looks big to me. I'm a bit. What the hell is Cody talking about? Hold on a minute, but what does Cody ever talk about? Anyway, we continue. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue.
Myself forward and improve my situation and get a house built. But all around me, it feels like there's all this chaos and uncertainty because Christine is leaving. What does it mean? Were the kids going to come home all together for the holidays? Like, there's all these huge, like, I feel like I'm on this little path and there's all these big question marks all around me. And all I can do is just keep moving forward and try to be open and flexible to whatever the future looks like.
We're throwing Isabella graduation.
I have about 2.5 weeks before I have to be out of my rental house. The boys have been a godsend. They've really helped with the packing and then helping me move the heavy boxes.
Janelle and I are in the middle of moving. We've got to pick up an RV in a week or so. We got 2.5 weeks before we're supposed to be out of this house. Basically, having moved all of our stuff into storage units and living in the RV. We're pretty strung out. I know some family members who the idea of us living in this RV makes them cringe.
I probably wouldn't consider living in an RV on the property. There's not a big enough RV for my 5 kids. Yeah, let's just stick to that.
Living in an RV is not something that I would want to do unless I was actually like traveling the country.
I'm meeting with my friend, my neighbor, Pete Page, and he's a buddy of mine who moves dirt.
Pete is putting in culverts where the water would naturally come down off the hill so that it doesn't wash out the driveway. So a culvert is basically this metal pipe that runs under whatever roadway you're building and allows the water to flow through.
Well, the whole thing just makes me feel like a lot of pressure to do a lot of something that we can't get done completely right now. It's a stretching of a budget that's got, it's nerve-wracking. I imagined that where we put the trailer would be the edge of where the drive would kind of come up. Christine's leaving. That actually doesn't change my motivation for putting 5 houses onto Coyote Pass. My whole motivation of having 5 homes there would be, a house for Janelle, a house for Robyn, a house for Meri, and then the 2 other lots, Christine's lot and my lot, would be so that we can rent them out as well. That's called an asset. That helps basically us survive our retirement. My life is in a form of limbo because Christine's leaving, and I don't know what that looks like. I've been sort of in the anger phase of divorce, and so I've not been addressing it very well. So I guess this construction project with Janelle and Pete, kind of one of those things to get my mind off of my divorce frustration. But I am in the anger phase, and every once in a while, I just get tied up in knots.
I mean, listen, he talks about distractions. This is another sign. It's another sign to show how serious he's not taking the divorce serious. I mean, it's just annoying because he's not upset about Christine Baldwin because he loves her. He's just upset about her walking away because that's him losing one less person to control, one less person to have around for whatever purposes. He's upset for all the wrong reasons. None of them are the right reasons. That's the most frustrating thing about this guy. So frustrating, man. It's like, oh, I'm only upset about how this affects my life, not how I actually miss you or how I love you or how I want you to go. It's just, I'm just frustrated and upset about how this affects my life. This guy. Ugh. Sorry, but yeah, let's continue.
Christine leaving.
So now I'm gonna drape it right here for you. And this way won't go. Now don't blow up any more greens until you really need them, okay?
We're throwing Isabel a graduation party, a huge graduation party, well, as big as we can have today.
You're doing great, thank you.
Isabel wants to travel really bad after graduation.
So we are having a world theme. We have a lot of decorations, but they're not staying. And the food's done.
I need everybody's help. I need Gwen's help. I need Isabel's help. I need Truly's help for today. Well, Kody calls Isabel and says, hey, how about if we go hang out today before your party? And I almost freaking lost it. Instead of Kody saying, hey, do you need some help with Isabel's party? Because it's his daughter? God.
Okay.
I have to have Gwendolyn run a couple of errands. So I have Truly's help.
You're doing great, kid.
Yeah, you're living your best life. I like it. I want to support Kody's relationship with his kids. So I'm going to play nice. Things are not going to get done, though. I'm just telling you now.
The best part is that everyone has either had a COVID test or they're vaccinated, and everybody that lives in Flagstaff is coming, and we get a hug and touch people. And that's what Isabel was hoping for, was to get everybody together so everybody can hug. So that's really what this is all about.
I just told the adults a few weeks ago that I was leaving Kody, and I was moving back to Utah, hopefully in September.
No secret that Kody and I have been in a rough spot for a long time.
It's crazy though, because when you look at this Kody's relationship with the kids, it's going to be quite interesting how his relationship is going to be with the kids moving forward, or at least the kids he has with Christine anyway. Because boy, man.
And I have decided to leave. I'm gonna leave Kody.
We haven't talked since. I knew it was asking a lot of them to get together just 2 weeks after I told them I was leaving Kody, but I also wanted them to know that this might be one of the last times we get together.
Christine has told us that she's leaving Kody for good. So I'm a little bit nervous because I'm like, okay, are we going to be able to be around each other and be normal and natural and comfortable, or is it going to be tense?
I don't know what kids know that I'm leaving Kody. All of my kids except for Truly know, and I know that Janelle's kids know, but I don't know about Robyn's kids or Mariah. I really have no idea. My kids know Christine's leaving. I don't think Gabriel and Garrison are really that concerned because they're already talking about visiting Christine in Utah. They just see it as a disruption, not a discontinuation.
Okay, you guys can get out of your seats now.
I told all my kids, even Saul and Ari, about what's going on with Christine. Daniel and Brianna are sad and confused and frustrated. Saul and Ari are so confused and so sad.
Oh, look, it's Gabe, Garrison, and Savannah.
For a lot of reasons, we haven't gotten together. COVID being one of them.
There's so many issues still kind of happening that it was just like, it's too raw to get together. I don't know exactly, but, you know, I don't know.
I'm really glad the kids are able to all interact now. Just be able to say hi to each other.
This is kind of also a farewell for Isabel, too, a little bit. I mean, in a couple of months, Isabel and I are driving cross country, and she's going to live with Maddie and Caleb and go to school in North Carolina.
I'm really happy that the kids are all having a really good time. I cannot get out from under this cloud of sadness. And it's because of the nuance of a breakup. And I don't know what this is going to lead to. I don't know what else is going to go on.
I was honestly relieved when I heard my mom was...
I mean, listen. You don't need to know what's happening next. You don't even need to know where this is going. What you need to know is what you're going to do to step up and what you're going to do to obviously continue being, you know, a good parent. That's if you've already been a good parent. Yeah, that's a peak one. Anyway, we continue.
Trying to be present here and just focus here.
Oh, it's side for now. Side. Okay.
I think with my mom and my dad getting a divorce, if I'm honest, I did see it coming. But of course, like, I'm sad about it. Like, I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work out, and I'm happy that my mom will be able to find somebody who she's really, really, really happy with.
I was honestly relieved when I heard my mom was leaving my dad. They're not happy. They're not in love.
I thought it was a little inevitable. I can't imagine any man being perfect enough to be able to handle 4 wives.
I've got what feels like very strained relationships with a bunch of the kids. I'm not in a good place with everybody. And it's not that I'm trying to be angry or trying to hold them accountable in this moment or anything like that. I don't feel like I've got the respect that I should have. No, I'm not okay. I'm in a funk. it's a kind of this loneliness combined with a bitterness with the entire family.
Okay, everybody. Hey, everybody, it's time to gather up. I'm gonna get the cake ready. We can sing happy birthday to Izzy. So, Isabel, you're 18. All right, this is a birthday / graduation.
Are you sweet 17?
I'm almost sweet 18.
Oh yeah.
This is an 18 party.
Yeah, so you're sweet 18.
Woo! Finally an Finally an I'm excited.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it because you didn't waste your kisses on any stupid boys. A sweet 16 birthday party is a birthday party where the girl hasn't been kissed. I don't know where this term came from. It was something I was hearing in high school was, a girl who hasn't ever kissed a boy. Young men and young women, or men and women, should both do the same thing. You protect yourself. You find trust before you're driven mad with sexuality. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
We kind of jumped right back to where we were before the COVID hit back. We're just very family again, which is really nice.
Happy birthday to you. I don't even think we got them all.
Not even any of it. It feels like old times for sure right now. And I just kind of want to hang on to this moment because I just don't know when the next time will be that we'll be doing this.
I think you should tell some stories about these pictures. Like, there's so
Oh, good idea.
many.
Okay.
This is a fun picture with Gwendolyn and Savannah. We're trying to distract Isabel so we can sort of set up for this song, but we want to do something special for her. So we're setting up a guitar and a mic so that we can sing this song for Isabel, and we're trying to distract her over here while we get set up. I love this one where she's just snarfing,
This is my first birthday.
making a mess of herself.
Your first birthday?
Yeah. Aurora's going to start plucking away on her guitar and then start doing the song. And then I'm going to sing. And then Gabe's going to join in. And then everybody's going to join in. I'm excited. They practice so well.
As far as I know, this is a complete surprise for her.
I did practice the song, yeah.
Oh no, no! Oh my god, wait, I'm gonna. Wait.
I am unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined, yeah. It's a very appropriate song for someone who's graduating.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips.
She starts hearing.
I mean, listen, it's a celebration. It's a celebration, but damn. Damn.
The song and we've got her immediately.
Release your inhibition. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips.
It was really sweet for them to do. And, the three of those girls are really pretty close.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten.
Bravo! That was beautiful. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Oh, it was perfect. Then the best part, Isabel was surprised, and then she was touched, and she loved it. So it's the best. How does this not work for everybody? Why isn't this something here? It's like, it's healing, it's nice.
The party, I think, went really well. I think everyone had a good time. I think overall, it was successful.
A graduation party is a crazy thing, especially since Isabel's moving away.
She just glows happiness. It's going to be kind of a bummer not to be able to see her very often.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate you. I'm glad we were able to do that.
I'm extremely proud of her. She's just full of grace and kindness and just sweet, but so much strength.
Here, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
And she's dealt with so much. Scoliosis, migraines. She's had it rougher than the rest of my kids, yet here she is, glowing and shining and amazing. She's an amazing person.
Good time, Ms. Boss. So now she's going to move to North Carolina and live with Maddie and Caleb. And it's going to be really great because she will be able to get out and kind of experience the world outside of her mom's home, outside of Flagstaff. But she'll be sort of in a safe, protected environment because Maddie and Caleb will be there.
It's strange because we're in this moment and we're having a nice time. How is this wrong? How does this not work for everybody? Why isn't this something worth fighting for? Why isn't this something worth staying for? I don't know. I'm just one of those people who hopes constantly that maybe something.
Listen, there is no hope when KODY is your husband. That's all I can say for that. So, let's just all get on the same page here. Like, Robyn, why are you elsewhere for? Come on. Idiot.
Will spark for someone and they'll just go, oh, this is worth figuring out, sticking around. Because I don't know, I would look at it and think that.
Really? That's nice.
Lego.
That's nice.
Let's just put it there, Robyn.
It could make Christine feel like, hey, this is worth staying for. I believe God can make miracles happen.
I wonder if it's a game. You know, when I look at days like this, when we're all together, when we're smiling and we're setting the crowd.
Robyn talks about God can make miracles happen. And I can tell you this now. When God brought you into this family, that wasn't a miracle, man. That was a complete disaster. If he wanted this family to stay in one piece, he would have made sure that you didn't come along. No offense to you, dearie, but he would have made sure. But at the same time, though, you talk about how God can make miracles happen. Well, maybe he brought you into this family because he needed this family to actually disband in the end because KODY is a no good piece of Maybe the plan was for you to come in and pretty much rock the boat for Christine, so Christine finally decided to actually leave, and that was obviously God's blessing to her. How about that? You know what I mean? So I'm giving you two ends of the spectrum there. Aha! Come on now, don't mess about with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Come on now.
Aside, like, why can't we do that? Why can't we work on the things that we need to work on between each other? We're not doing justice to our family, and we're not doing, justice to Ariella and Solomon and Truly, these little ones who really need to have that security of family. I'm devoted to, doing what I need to do. I know that not everybody is.
It feels like there's storms brewing in the family. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what the outcome will be. I personally am not very optimistic that we'll see very many days like this.
Did you say the quiche is gluten-free?
The quiche is gluten-free, yes. KODY is not one to hide his emotions, though. He's more like going to show you how he's feeling, and I think he's just super sad. And it's bittersweet. He loves Isabel, and he hasn't spent enough time with her, and I think he's probably realizing that.
I mean, come on, you can't tell me it took a divorce for him to realize it. You're telling me that, like, no, that ain't good enough. That's called poor parenting. Don't be giving this. I hate it when I feel like they're giving excuses for his behavior, man. It frustrates me. This man does not deserve any excuses, point blank, period.
This evening has gone off without a hitch. It's been wonderful, and I think Isabella's felt special. I'm just blue. So pull your britches up. We will never be there again. If we really go through this as Christine is leaving, is she really going to leave? I'm living in a delusional world where I'm wishing that Christine wouldn't leave. I was wishing.
That is one of the most intelligent things he's ever said, that he's living in a delusional world. Difference is, though, he's living in the delusional world that we see him living in isn't the one that he sees himself living in. If you know what I mean. Only if he completely that, but life goes on.
Isabel would go to school here. We would be able to maintain some quasi-family relationship. I'm struggling with sort of a state of regret and frustration. It's a weird thing to be getting left.
It's a weird thing abandoning your wives. You know, it's a weird thing neglecting your children. It's a weird thing prioritizing one family over the other. How about that, KODY?
It's made me question getting into plural marriage. It's made me question my faith and especially question my religion.
You should be questioning who you are as a person. All these faith religions, it has nothing to do with your actions. Like, you think Christine's leaving you because of the things that he said? Like, come on, bro. Like, no. It has nothing to do with the type of marriage you're in, what type of faith you're in. No, it's all down to you. Mr. I. He's never Mr. I when it comes to taking accountability, though, is he?
The message that we had to the world about functional polygamy seems so dysfunctional now. Next time on Sister Wives.
Well, that is that for Sister Wives this week, ladies and gentlemen. You guys let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section. And of course, we'll talk about it. But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe. Of course, I'll see you guys down below. We are done and we are out. Peace.